going to do this. I'm worried this will fall over. Okay. I'm going to do my hair curly today. I'm not even going to brush it. Like, fuck it. I probably should, but that's just, it's too humid here for all that. So, good morning, guys. Welcome through. I am dual streaming. I'm live on TikTok. I'm also live on YouTube. If you're new, you're more than welcome. Come and chit chat with me. If it's too loud, let me know. I'll gladly turn it down. It's not too loud, is it? Like I said, just let me know. All right. So, we are doing trending topics first thing in the morning. I'm getting my face on. It's not really first thing in the morning. I've been up since 7 o'clock this morning. It's now 10. I tend to get sidetracked. I'm trying really hard to like do my best to get back to doing like my morning shows and whatnot. Like I was getting up for a while there, and I'm just I don't know. I literally used to start at like 4 a.m. You know what I mean? Like straight up. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Alexa, volume 2. All right, somebody wants to co-host. Let's see. Oh, I don't know who it is. Okay, well, they went away. Never mind. But good morning, guys. Do me a favor, tap the screen, like the live. If you guys have other social media, you're more than welcome to follow me. I like it when people stop by and follow me, unless it's in person. If it's in person, I prefer that people not follow me. Like, we'll put like a little disclaimer with that one. Like, if it's in person, I prefer that people not follow me. But besides that, yeah, I love it when people follow me. It makes my heart super happy. And I said, I hope everybody's having a good day. The saddest thing happened this morning. Are you guys ready for this? The saddest thing ever happened this morning. I ran out of coffee. No. I hate being out of coffee, man. I hate that so much. I hate that for me today. But so, all right, I'll survive. There's worse things that could happen, right? If that's the worst thing that happens to me all day is that I'm out of coffee, I'm like, cool, I'll take that as a win. You know what I mean? Guys, welcome through. Do me a favor, tap the screen. I said I am dual streaming, so if you hear me talking to somebody and they're not in your chat, I promise you, I'm not losing my marbles. I'm just talking in the other chat. So, and I said I love it when people stop by to see me. I started doing like YouTube maybe like a few months ago, just because I know things have been really up in the air with like TikTok and all that stuff. And then I kind of liked it, so I kept it. And then like now I'm like, well, I'm almost at 1,000 followers. Like, you know what I mean? So it's one of those things where I'm like, okay, we'll do this, you know, like we'll do this. So I like, but no, I don't know. I like social media. Like I said, I do a lot of stuff online. I think there's a lot of us out there that do stuff online now. Like it's not like I think after COVID, there's a lot of people now that work from home. I don't really think it's a weird thing anymore. Like once upon a time, people would be like, "What? You work from home?" Yeah, I work from home. Like a lot of people's jobs have switched to virtuals. Mine did too. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like I can just come on and stream when I want to, and da 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 da, and I'm fine with that. Like I like that. I like I like making my own schedule. I like, but I said like that's the thing is that I do miss. Like I don't know. I'm just bored. Like I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I'm just bored. I'm just bored and boring, getting old. But and I said my area is not like super exciting, so I really look forward to these types of days. Like I really look forward to the days where I can get up in the morning and get my face on and have my friends come and hang out with me. And I said I go live because I don't know. I like to talk to people. I like to. Hopefully, if I can start people's day off on us with a smile, I'll be like a really happy girl for all that. So I said I am dual streaming. Bear with me, y'all. We are rocking right along. So, okay, I said I do trending topics in the morning. I'll just kind of talk about whatever I see. If something's online and it's, you know, an article, if it's, you know, something that I find interesting, if it's celebrity, whatever the tea may be, whatever it is, right? I will just kind of go over it in the morning. So I said I kind of jot them down. I'm like, okay, here we go, right? So I read a lot and I read the news and I like love the weird news stories. I don't know. I have like an issue. I love the weird news stories. Like those things suck me in like crazy. But so, okay, so there's like, okay, there's this whole wave of people, right, who are making a living off of being dirty. And like, I'm not talking shit about the way people live. Like I said, especially when you have small kids, it's very hard to keep your house clean. But there's like this whole wave of people that have made like their living off of doing videos and doing TikToks of their house being a disaster. And I'm like, like, I don't know. It seems like it's got to be rage baiting to me, right? Like, it's got to be rage baiting. They want people to get pissed off. Like, with some people, they have no shame in, like, I don't know. I was going to say, like, my house isn't perfect. Like, don't ever think that I'm saying it's perfect because it's not. I have like literally a half built coffin like right behind like my camera stand. Like, I mean, like it's not perfect, but you know what? Like I said, I keep it decent. Like I always kept it at least decent. People have like literally no shame. They'll have like a whole fucking sink full of dishes piled up to here. They'll have roaches going around in the background. I'm like, oh no, I would like. Why wouldn't you? Are you just posting that much and you're not watching your videos? Are you like what's going on? So I said they did this big thing online this week. Like it was with a whole bunch of creators, and they ended up like they gave this chick who's pretty well known on especially TikTok for being like she is one of those people where people are like, dude, you kids. Like, how do you can't leave your house like this? And she's like, I do what I want type shit. And so they went and they cleaned her house, and she bitched about it after they left. She was like, I can't find anything. They left the water on, like all that stuff. And I'm like, well, were we really expecting, like, I don't know, were we really expecting, her to be thankful for it? Like, I mean, that sounds like something like that sounds like borderline hoarding, and it's something a hoarder would say. Is like, oh my god, people came to clean my house for free, right? People came to clean my house for free. Let's put that in there too, for free, and then you bitched about it after they left. Okay, like for free. But and like I said, I get it. It's part of it. When kids are little, like they're messy, like all that stuff. But when it's like stuff is like stacked up to here. So there's this one chick, right? And I see her a lot online, and she posts a lot of her cleaning content. Like that's and people are like, dude, you keep cleaning. Why is your house never clean? And it's I don't know if she just doesn't. Maybe she just doesn't have anything. I don't know. I don't get it. But like maybe she doesn't have anything else going on, or people will see like the piles of trash in the car and the there. But she's cool. So they asked her to come on to a podcast, right? And that's I mean that's that. Yeah, I don't know. I like. What are you going to say to her that people haven't already said to her? Like, what are you going to say to her that she has not already heard? Just straight up. Oh, thank you, Jess, honey. Hi, Jess. How are you? Like, there's nothing that this chick can go on a podcast and say. And I said it's interesting to me that people sit and watch podcasts too, because I'm like, I don't know. I just think it's interesting. I wouldn't even know what I would do a podcast about, do like a true crime. Oh, thank you, Jess, honey. I appreciate you. And I said, guys, we are dual streaming, so we do the weird news of the morning. Welcome through. Tap the screen, like the live. I do love it when people stop by to see me. But like, I don't know. I just can't imagine bitching about something that was free. Like if a cleaning service was like, hey, I'll come clean your house for free, I'd be like, damn right you will. Come on. I'll be making them sandwiches, and you guys like, what kind of salad do you guys like? Like, what? I mean, like, I would be there absolutely. But like I said, this is a kind of like live streaming is weird because it's kind of like a social experiment. You know what I mean? Like you'll see, kind of like, I mean, just like it gives you a glimpse into people's lives. Like, what are people's minds like? Like, what are people's lives like? So it's like you figure anybody, especially if you got kids that are really young, right? And I said, I'm not talking shit. I get it. Like people, they have young kids. It happens, right? Welcome to my morning like ramble on show. But I don't know. I just like for me, I couldn't do like a TikTok with a huge mound of dishes behind me. I'd be like, oh, I need to get a different angle. Like I'm just saying, being a real human. Like being a real human means you can't like. I mean, if I'm gonna take a video, I'm not wiping the stove off extra. But if there's a lot of shit on there, I'm like, oh, here, let me get it off. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting there scrubbing it with a toothbrush just to make a video. But like at the same time, like. I don't know. It's like that thing like when people are coming over to your house and you're like, fuck, I got dishes in the sink. Like I live like a normal human. Like it's not like I live messy. I don't live clean. Like I'm in that like gray area right there where I'm like, okay, I mean, yeah, I could probably go around and pick up some stuff. I'm sure I could find some stuff to pick up. But it's not bad. Like it takes me like if it takes you like more than an hour to clean your house, I would say, like, I kind of clean as I go, so I'll be like, oh, okay, here, let me get this wiped up. Okay, throw it out. You know what I mean? It's not really that hard to keep it somewhat livable. But even if it's not somewhat livable, oh, did you? I had a shirt on. Really? I was gonna say, see, that's like I have a shirt, like I have a laundry basket, right? I probably have a couple shirts around it because I'm just like, here you go, right? There was this chick, right, because see, I read it at first as shit, and I was gonna say, there is this chick, right, and her nickname's Donut Mom, because she, like, her cooking videos are, like, if you look, like, I don't know who she's been cooking for all these years, but she's learning. She's learning. We're not judging people that are. I mean, I guess she's learning. I don't know. I've seen some of her cooking videos, and I'm like, and she's like big. Well, she's also well known for having a very messy house, right? And I said I see all this stuff on YouTube, TikTok. Like, believe it or not, this is trending topics in the world. I know it's crazy, but so, but like she literally had shit on the floor behind her, like shit, like shit, like she has free range rabbits, and there was shit all over mixed in with the clothes. Like it's not the shirt on the floor that's the issue. There's not that's not an issue. You can pick that's an easy fix. That's an easy fix. She literally had shit like everywhere, mixed in with dirty clothes, mixed in with like stains on the bed, mixed in with roaches run up the I'm like, what the fuck? I couldn't, and here's the thing, it's like it's more a humility thing. Like I couldn't do that and just be that comfortable showing it off to everybody. Like so it's a very interesting thing to me. Like it's an interesting concept to me. Like I said, my mom was like a borderline hoarder, but she knew how to like do it. Like she knew how to, she it wasn't like yeah, it wasn't like would I see some shit on here like literally piles of shit were on the floor behind her and people were in her comments and they're like, what the fuck? I'm like, right though, especially she has small children, so I know how it is when people tend to be a little bit judgmental, more judgmental when you have like small children running around in it. But I'm like, I've never heard. That's what I'm saying. That I would be embarrassed of it too. Wouldn't most people? Why is she not? Like, I don't know. Am I the weird one? Maybe I'll take that. Like, maybe, like, I can't imagine letting my dog, like, mess on the floor. Like, my dog's old. He is a mess every once in a while. I clean it up. It's not a big deal. You know what I mean? But, like, he's an older dog. He's going to have accidents. It happens. But you clean it up. You don't just leave it there. I never heard of a free range rabbit a day in my life. I have never heard of anybody because them motherfuckers. Hi, Brando. What's going on, guys? Tap the screen. They shit a lot, and it's consistently. So when you have an apartment or whatever, and you're just letting rabbits run through with your kids and all that, you Brando, and they're shitting everywhere, and then your kids are running through it. Then I'm like I don't know. I have, like I said, I consider it to be too much pride. Like even if I was living like that, which, like I said, I'm not. I'm good, but like. I would take a broom and like sweep up the shit because it's rabbit shit, so it's pellets. Like it's shit. Like you had shit on the floor, homegirl, in the background of your picture. You're trying to get into selling shit on TikTok Shop, and you literally got shit on the floor behind you. And then people are like, I don't understand why people are coming at me. That's why. That's why. That's why. But like it's even like with the kids and stuff like that. Like I said, I see a lot of people with young kids that stream a lot. And there's nothing wrong with that. But like there's certain like to me there's certain like I wouldn't go into a doctor's office, but I've seen people do it. I've seen people stream from the doctor's office. I can see you're in the hospital, maybe you're bored, like that sort of thing. But like I don't know, just some of this stuff that you see people do online and then some of the stuff that you see people getting famous for doing online. Really stupid. It's really stupid. Like we gotta stop making stupid people rich. Like it's just stupid. It's just stupid. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind live streaming that people don't necessarily know about. You know what I mean? Do you realize how many people have started on here with X amount and said to somebody else, well, send it back to me in battles and it'll help me get gifted. Like there's a whole thing behind live streaming. Like you think it's just people coming and talking. You know what I mean? Like that's what I do. I just come and talk. There's this whole thing, like I said, where people will go and they'll literally like, yeah, anybody that's getting like saying, hey, can you send $3,000 to me back during my live stream? Guess what? Their live stream's gonna trend. Right? And then they're like, well, here, I'm going into a battle with this person, so give me, I want to, they do this, and they drum up all this stuff. Most of the people that aren't successful on live streaming sites are they figured out a way to beat the system. Like, straight up. Like, they figured out a way to beat the system. But on live, it's insane. It's because somebody has told them, send this back to me. Like, they have, like, this agreement. Seriously. Like, this is straight up. Because if they place in the contest, right, they get bonuses. So they're going to make their money back and then some. So even if the oh okay, well some people don't. Some people don't like. Yeah, like I said, I don't play the game. Like I'm like okay, like everything that I made on my last site, like that was like just straight up. It was organic. Like I believe in like or I don't know. I try to be like an organic streamer. I don't, but like that's what I mean is when I say like money can kind of buy anything. Like you want to be successful on any website, well, throw X amount of dollars at it, and guess what's going to happen? You know, what I mean, you want to be successful in business. Well, guess what? Throw X amount of money to it, you can be. Like it's very hard for people to break through between like the like I said, there's young kids. You're seeing young kids now that are like drive around Lamborghinis and shit. Listen, that's probably they probably rented that for the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? If not, it was probably their dads. Like they're it's a lot of these kids that seem like they live like these high lives. Like you'll see like a 20-year-old on here and they're like, "Oh, he's so successful." You find out that he's like hustling girls on the back and like it's just crazy stuff. So I said I try to just be what I am. The agencies this game, I had one, but like I said I tried one. Yeah, TikTok pushed that. Yeah, I had an agency when I first came on here, and it worked. Like it worked. It straight up pushed me out like it was crazy, and I was like, okay, this is awesome, right? And then at some point, like I got an account deleted, and then at some point I got another one. And I just feel like anymore, like they are literally just like kind of like barely keeping me on. But that's the thing is it's very much like you can pay to promote your live streams beforehand. Like if you take $300 and you pay to promote your live stream, guess what? You're gonna get more people that come in, which means more gifters, which means and then that's also if somebody is a live streamer professionally, that's a tax write off at the end of the year for them. So if somebody really goes pro with this stuff, and then when you see the people that are like live pros, right? Like there's normally like I see I don't necessarily understand how the agency works from the back end. Like I don't get it. Like I don't understand because I said it did is it just something where they hit you up and they say, okay, well what's your like I don't know, like is it just for like new accounts? Because I was thinking maybe that's what did it originally. Like maybe that's their way of keeping it in. Sassy, what's going on? Is beat the system? Oh yeah. That's 100%. Oh, thank you, Sassy, honey. Like I said, but it seemed like it worked. It seemed like all of a sudden it pushed, but they never came and gifted me or anything. Oh, thank you, Sassy. I appreciate you, baby. I appreciate you. But yeah, so like I said on my last site, they had like ways that they would do it. But then when you know they like I said they place in contests and shit, they make their money back and then they make more. So the guy on my last site, that's number one on the site, he's got like over 1 billion diamonds. I made in my time 50 million diamonds. That was what I made. Which sounds like a lot. Sounds great, right? But it's on there for like a really long period of time. But he's made over 1 billion, right? Because he figured out there's these things, right, called wheels on my last site, like to where he figured out he was like a mathematician, right? And he was an accountant before he became a live streamer. So he figured out that Meet Me does these things called chances, right? Where if you take, say, anybody's, and I don't know specifically what that, you know, like slot machines, like you calculate the amount that your percentage is. If I pay this much in, I'm guaranteed to get this much out. He sat down and figured that shit out, and he went over to 1 billion diamonds. And then he was getting gifted just because he was number one on the app. So people were hoping that he would come and gift them back. Say, what you doing, baby? Good morning, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen for me. Like the live. I appreciate it. Helps me trend a little bit more. But so, yeah, like, so he figured, oh, thank you, Say, honey. He figured that shit out really early on. Like, I would have never thought, like, when the first day I met him, that he was going to be, like, number one. And I think he's now up to 2 billion diamonds. Like, you haven't realized, you haven't realized that they're money laundering through that site at this point? Like, it's hard to be successful on a site where everybody is either girls that are doing stuff on the side for their gifts or are learning how to cheat. Because that's what he did. He's literally up to 2 billion diamonds. He had like, and I went down to playlist. Nobody knew who that motherfucker was. They didn't. He had hit his billion diamond stream there, right? Nobody knew. There were like maybe 10 people. But he figured out how to cheat the system. So he figured out, well, if I take, we'll say $3,500 and I invest $3,500 and I go in on a different account and I just send myself wheels. I'm guaranteed to make back 3,800. Okay, and then I take another 35 and I'm gonna do it again. And then I'm gonna make $600 in 2 days. Like, you know what I'm saying? He figured out how to do this early on and he got really good at it. And then the last site, it kind of ruined it because like he started teaching people how. I mean, me too. Hold on, let's start. Hold on, why not? And but that's look, we'll do it together. There we go. But like people figured things out, so I said that's how they figured it. So on because I said it was on Meet Me too, so it was very much like, hey, hello, how are you? Good morning, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen, like the live. I like it when people stop by to see me. Thank you, James, for the follow. I love that. I love that. But so, like I said, it was on Meet Me, but he did like this whole math thing, and then he started teaching other people how to do it. So all the organic streamers, like nobody would like. It was crazy. Like people will always find a way to beat the system. They will always find a way to beat the system, 100%. So I said it's just, but like I don't know. I don't want to play the game. Like is that wrong? Like I don't want to play the game. I'm like, I'm cool. I'll just come in, like, hang out with my peoples, and like, I don't want to play the game of like. It seems like it would be stressful. Like you see all these people that are like really really big on here. Like I said, they get gifted bonuses when they hit high in the contest. Oh, did you? What, through like an agency thing? Like I said, I don't get how the agencies necessarily work. I know that when I was with one, it worked. I'm not eligible. I'm like, why am I not eligible? They're like, because you're not. I'm like, okay, what? So I didn't know if it really was like a scam thing. I didn't know, but I thought, well, okay, I can always just change like something. You know what I mean? It's not like I gave them my password or anything like that. But I'm like, so what is that? Like, what? I don't know. Like I said, I don't really know how the whole agency thing works. Like I said, it might just be somebody coming on and be like, well, we're gonna promote your account, and they figured something out somehow, and now they got an agency. Like, I don't even know. All right, so I said I look like I watch behavior a lot. Like I watch. I think people are very interesting creatures to like kind of sit and watch. So I said I will kind of like scroll like here, and I'll just kind of like watch the way that people move and all that stuff. And I said there's been, just by sitting back and watching, there's been a lot of people that have been like, like I said, you couldn't, like I met him a couple times, right? Like I said, the guy on like the last app, I found a real one and paid him, and he wouldn't be. No, no, I'm telling you, I'm like, gifting's one thing. I will never. Some comments in this live were filtered. Say, you and your potty mouth, guys. Welcome through. Good morning. If you're new, you're more than welcome to come and chit chat with me. Like I said, I do appreciate it. So I said I'm still learning, like kind of like all the tricks that are part of, but it's just part of live streaming. It's part of most of. And I said there's a lot of women. There's a lot of women that are very big on sites that do other stuff on the side. I'm just saying. I didn't want to break the law. Yeah, but it's like there's a lot of women. So when you're just a normal human and you're not doing FO, you're not doing it, guess what? So there were a lot of women on the last site who, I mean, more than FO stuff. So like, how am I supposed to compete with like these 20-year-olds that are all like working women? Like what? Like, you know what I mean? So I said I'm very proud of my 50 million because there's not many people that could say that. Like I did cam for a little bit to begin with, and I hated it. Like I absolutely despised it. I despised it. Like that's actually what got me on Mimi. I hated it. Like it was because guys can be creepy already, but just imagine the level of creepy they can be when you're like, okay, yeah, I mean, like it's some different level of shit. It's some different. I had a dude one night. I had it too one night, and this was like the funny. Oh fuck, man! I will forever laugh when I think of this one. Like, so, like I said, it was during this time where I said I never did anything in person, but for a bit there, I was like, oh well, this could be easy money, right? Like, why not? You know, like fuck it. Like, why not? And so I tried it, like I tap danced into it, and then I was like, all right, like tap dance right back. Like I did like the cane and the hat. Like, but so this dude, I was trying to do what I was doing, right? And he was screaming so. I was like, Jesus Christ! I hope he doesn't have neighbors. Like I've never heard some shit like that before. I've never. I swear to God, I've never. And I was like, you. And this is how I'm reacting. This is now years later, like years upon years later, and this is how I'm still reacting. So you can imagine my reaction when it was happening. It took like everything was just. I'm gonna get it together. What are you mean? Ooh, okay, we're good. Get it back together, Renee. Oh fuck, man. Ooh, we're good. You just don't understand. Like, when I tell you the level it was on, it was it was like some different level of shit. But I'm saying like doing that stuff, it totally like just skeeved me out. Like I don't know. I thought I was like, okay, it'll be easy money. And the truth is like nothing is easy money. I said I had a dude that hit me up and he wanted me to pose in like a snow globe. Like it was all sorts of stuff. I was like, okay, guys in baby diapers, and yeah, you're like, no, listen, I'm just gonna, no, we're gonna say no. We're gonna have to go with a strong no on this one. Like you can imagine, like me trying to force my way through this, like these events. Like I'm like, this asshole. So what's going on? I had times where I've sold clothing and like used stuff, whatever. And like that guy, I did that for like a total of 6 months too, and then I stopped doing that because that like skeeved me out. Like I was like, like the shit that you hear like behind closed doors is so much worse than you guys like have seen in person. And you guys have seen some of the raunchy comments that people have come through with just typing. You know what I mean? Like when you get people when people are out in public, like I said, I worked in an adult toy store for like 7 years, right? You get people out in public, they act way different than they do when they're behind closed doors. They act way different. So dude was screaming. Like I was like, and we're talking like high pitched horror movie. Like I actually stopped it. I was like, are you okay? I came out of the bedroom afterwards, and one of the guys I lived with at the time, hey, boo, what's gonna go on here? On. So one of the guys was like, what the fuck? You couldn't wear earphones during that. Like, the guys were sitting out in the living room, and they're all like, so yeah, I said I got that. I came out the bedroom, went grabbed a shower, and I came and watched TV, and they were just sitting there. They were like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck was that? I was like, I don't know. He was a screamer, man. Stop. I didn't put my makeup on. Stop. Stop talking about this screamer, dude. I haven't even had coffee today. I did eat salad for breakfast, if you know what I mean. But like, I'm just saying, even without the salad, it's really, really funny. All right, so back to it because we're moving on to the next one. I'm like sweating and shit. My eyes are like I'm tearing up. Like what the fuck, man? I gotta stop. I gotta stop. But so that's when you really get a glimpse of who people are. It's when you like give that like door like way in. Even like I said, even in person, I've been to swingers clubs, I've been to fetish conventions, I've everything. People act so much different in person. People act so much different, like so much different. And then it's just how it is. I don't know. It's just how it is. Like I don't know why it is the way that it is, but people like you get a little glimpse when they know other people are watching of who they really are when they're typing. You get a little glimpse of it. But then you get like you really like when you really get behind closed doors with people. Like I said, I never did anything with anybody in person like that. Like I never would. It just wouldn't happen. But I was like, yeah, I don't care. Like you know what I mean. Like I'm pretty open about myself. Like you know what I mean. Like I don't really care. But I just don't want to be like in that light anymore with people. If I want to be in that light with somebody, I want to be in that light with somebody. But I'm just to a point in my life where I'm like. So, like, when people come through and they're like, you have big boobs, I'm like, oh, you're easily amused. Like, I never, in my whole lifetime, I have never, ever, ever had somebody walk up to me and go, you've got big boobs in person. It's never happened, ever. Not one single time has it ever happened. Like, still to this day. And I said, I worked, if it was going to happen anywhere, you would figure it would happen in the other. I did have, like, sometimes where I was going to say, like, I was ringing a guy up one day, and he said to me, he goes, so did they make you, like, dress like this because you work here, or do you just dress like this? And I said, excuse me? And he stopped being like, oh, no, I didn't mean that, like, and I'm like, and you could tell, like, if somebody was trying to feel out whether you would do. I'm like, no, I'm not there to do anything. Like, just like, ugh. Like, I'm good. I'm good. Like, I'm good. I'm good. Like, I just don't. And so it's like, but people can be very creepy behind closed doors. Like I said, they need to make some resources for women that are ladies of the night, shall we say, as far as keeping them safe. Because I said, like, do you realize the most violent crimes happen against ladies that because people get behind closed doors and they do stuff that you would never expect them to do. You would never expect them to do. You would never expect them to be into. Like, it's totally different when you get people behind closed doors. It's totally different. So I said, like, they need to, like I said, I'm pretty open about my body. Like, I really don't care. Like, I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, it's nudity. It's not a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, I could maybe do F up, but, like, I don't even want to do that. I don't even want to do that because I just feel like that's, like, giving somebody, like, a window in to, like, bring in creepy comments in the DMs. I'm like, I'm sure there's lots of women that are making tons of money off of it. I'm sure I'd probably be doing better online if I did. But I just don't feel like doing it. Like if I do it, I want it to be because I wanted to do it, not because like somebody necessarily asked for it, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm just rambling. Like I'm your first fan, right? I'll let you know when the page goes up. Say. All right, so let's see. I need to get back to this because I said I am totally. I don't even know how I started getting on this. Where did this come from? I don't know. It started somewhere. It was like 45 minutes ago I started talking about something. Like I literally got into one topic and then I got that sidetracked. I'm telling you, if adult ADD could like come in like a human form, it would look like me. Like, like I'll start here and then the next thing you know, I'm all the way here and I don't know how I got there. Okay, let's get some glue off our shoulders real quick. Okay, so I said I'm going out tonight to shoot pool. It's going to be a fun night. Oh, somehow I got all that from talking about Donut Mom. Oh, thank you, Dirty Heavenly. I appreciate you. I'm going to put a follow back on you, honey. There we go. If it lets me do it, hold on, it's going to let me do it. Oh, no, wait, you're ridiculously hot, by the way. Like, ridiculously. Not hitting, just saying. But so, yeah, I started on all that because I said Donut Mom. I was talking about Donut Mom, and that's how, like, sidetracked I got. How the fuck did I get from that to that? I'm glad, shit, I'm glad some people were here with me. Hi, Rumpa, what's going on? I'm happy some people were here with me on that journey because it was like the Lord of the Rings. Like, like, how did I get there? I don't even know. Anyway, whatever. Okay, so that's where we ended up. All right, so let's see next because heaven forbid I do more than one news story in a stream. So I said I do trending topics. I like to do trending topics. Like I don't know, I like I try to keep my eye out for anything that I find interesting online, just to kind of be like, hey, like okay, whatever, we'll talk about it the next day. And so it'll be like influencer stuff. It'll be like celebrity stuff. Like it'll be just kind of weird news. Anything that I find, and I'm like, okay. I thought that was interesting. So okay, so just that's I was speaking about. Like I said, the people that drive me nuts are the people that sit on here, and they're like, I need money sent to my Cash App because I need food. Like, why are we doing this? Like, why? Like, I get why we're doing this, but like it's very frustrating. I understand people are in really bad circumstances right now. Just been in the religious live streams feeling nicely gaslit and alienated. Well, that's solid, Rumple. That's solid. Um, like some people make themselves too easy to troll. Yeah, it's cyber panhandling. Like people don't have to stand out with a cardboard box anymore. But I don't know. I just like I said, I don't get it. There is this chick, right? And I feel bad because I said she's not the one that I know from Mimi. She's somebody else, and she is getting. I almost can't hate on her for it. Like for the people are getting on her for being like a scammer. They're like, oh, you're a scammer, right? All this stuff. Her name is Maggie, and she I kind of like can't even like hate on her game because she'll literally be she sat on her live stream and she was like, I need $100 to get to my hotel room, and she managed to get to a hotel room, and then she went back on after she got to the hotel room and was asking for another 100 more so she could go out and do something. And I'm like, but it's like working, so people are getting very mad, like obviously, but I'm like, I just she's very, shall we say, she's very audacious with her expectations. But that's how people be. That's how people that are asking for shit. That's how they'll be. They'll be like, oh, so you want to be nice and get me some food? Like, what the fuck? Like, people will also dry begging is very popular. If I've been guilty of it, I apologize. Like I said, I try to not be like that. Like, you know what I mean? But like sometimes I'll just be joking about shit or not thinking or whatever. But people do like a lot of like the dry begging where they'll be like, I guess I'm gonna sleep on the street tonight. And then all it takes is one person coming through and being like, oh, well, here, I'll get you a hotel room, honey. Like, they don't directly ask. They will dry beg like a motherfucker. Oh, God, I'm going to be asleep on the street tonight because I have nowhere to go. What? And you're like, dude, like maybe you should have thought about that before today. I mean, nobody really finds out like that day. Like you have an eviction process, right? Like I mean, I'm just saying, like there's normally some way. But like I said, I get that we're in a very desperate time, like all that stuff. Like I get it. But like it's just the entitled shit. The entitled shit is what gets on my nerves. Like the I don't expect anything from anybody. I say that like literally every day. Some people expect things, but not only do they expect things every single fucking day. Like they expect things every single fucking day. Like it is not the internet's job to give you 3 meals a day. It's not. It's not the internet's job to like what I mean. I said I'm very appreciative to the people that have gifted me throughout the years because I said like it really helped me get going with my business. It really helped me like it's helped me. But I said I've put it towards my life. Like I've put it towards my life. Like some people will just take like I said I take it very heavily when somebody chooses to gift me because it's not something A that I'm expecting them to do, but B it's just it's time it's money that they didn't have to do and they did, and so it's a gift. I will treat it as a gift and not an expectation, like you know what I'm saying. It just some people think that just because they're on live that means here comes all this stuff, and it's like I've seen it throughout the years forever. Like to me it's just gross. It's like come on man, like but I said it's normally the ones that are like the big league type shit, you know what I mean, like the people that are doing like you're like, how the hell are they doing like 1 million diamonds a month? Normally it's that because they're gifting, but they're only gifting people that are gifting them, and they're doing it to get the people to gift them back so that way they can get this whole thing. And it just seems like a lot to think about. Like, I'm like, dude, like, I'm like, just tap the screen. I'm fine with that. Just tap the screen. So okay, let's see. Apparently, recently Elvira met Ariana Grande, and she said that like it's a gift for a reason. That's what I'm saying. It's a part of somebody's life that they took away. They could have kept that $5. They could have kept that $50, $100, whatever the fucking gift is, that penny, whatever, and put it towards their life. But they chose not to. They chose to say, "Here, I want you to do something productive with it." So it's like, when you sit, like, it's some of the shit that I hear people like ask for is like crazy to me. It's just crazy to me because it's like how can you expect that much out of people that you don't know? You don't know them. Like and I said, but a lot of people flock to gifting big creators because they want to hear them say their name, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, okay, like I guess, like just to hear your name like shouted out, like cool, you know what I mean? Like cool, like why? Like I said, Jeffree Star's a millionaire. I'm not saying don't go gift him. I'm not saying don't. I have Jeffree Star's products. You know what I mean? But if you're somebody that's struggling, and then you're going into a stream and you're gifting him just to get him to say your name, like that'd be like if one of the Kardashians set up a live stream and you were like, "Oh, I sent the Kardashians $1,000." Like they don't need your money. They don't need it. Keep it for yourself. Like if somebody's really struggling, I would rather them keep their money for themselves, get themselves. If they choose to gift me later, like cool. If not, cool. Like you know what I'm saying? It's not. And I said there's also a lot of guys online that gift with a lot of expectations. I was also very proud of the fact that my last site, most of my gifters were women. Like if you look at like my leaderboard, it was all women. I was like, cool. Like, you know what I mean? Because normally the girls that are doing shit on the side, guess who's mostly on their leaderboard? Just take a guess. Take a guess. You'll look, and it would just be nothing but men. Those are the ones that are doing it like on the side. And so it's hard like as just a normal person to keep up with people that are either like selling themselves or like it's hard for legit people to keep up with that shit, like, or they're figuring out a way to beat the system, or they're getting together with other people that like it's crazy. Like there are people on TikTok, sorry, notification, but there are people on like TikTok that they like will charge people, which is wild to me. This is wild to me that people will charge somebody to get a follow back from them just because they want to say, oh, like the Island Boys, like they're literally the last two people I would ever gift. Like straight up, they're really big on TikTok because of all their bullshit. But like, they're literally the last people. Those two are like millionaires, and they're idiots. Like, why? But you really think like that $50 might help you get something to eat later? But you really think they give a fuck about your $50 or you? Because they don't. I tell you that one, they certainly don't. You know what I mean? Sometimes, and I get it. Like I said, I've had streams that were crazy busy, like all that stuff. Like it's hard to, like I said, I normally just kind of assume that when people aren't around, that they're busy. Like people have lives. They have stuff that they do off a line. Like they have stuff. Hello, Revo. What's going on, Butter? How are you? Good morning, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen, like the live for me. I love it when people stop by to see me. But I don't know, like people have lives. They have things that they do. Like I don't expect like so I said when I come here and I honestly can tell you like, hey Betta, how are you, honey? How's the job going? But I have no expectations. Like I said, people come and go. Like it's just how it is. It is how it is. Like you know what I mean? So I don't know. I've been trying to surf lately just to kind of see like what people are doing, like especially like on TikTok, because I said I'm like looking. And I'm starting to like kind of really put two and two together with a lot of shit. Like I said, essentially live streaming sites are all the same. They're all, if you're up, you're up, and then they'll keep you up there. Like people are gifting you just because you are who you are. Like what? Like how? Like I said, I would much rather have somebody keep their $50 then give it to me if they need it. Like it's supposed to be you give people when you have something a little extra. It's you know what I mean? Like, and I said there's a lot of people that when they are big gifters that aren't just coming. There's a lot of people that don't just come from the kindness of their heart. There's a lot of expectations that come along with that as well. And I'm like, I'm just good. like I'm good. Like I've Oh my god! Like I'm like, shouldn't if some arrangement was made, you don't think you should have made it with me before you sent the money? Now you expect something? Like what? You expect I'm gonna do what? Then why did you send? Like you know what I mean? Like shit just don't be making sense. You're like, why would you send it and then tell me like? Or you'll have people that'll send you something. And they'll go, "Hey, can you send it back to me?" And you're like, "So it wasn't a gift then." Okay, I mean, yeah, I'll send it back to you, but then after that, like, you just keep it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just keep that shit. Like, I just don't want to play into the games with that stuff. I don't know. It's just me. Okay, so I'm gonna do some jokes. So, okay. Anyway, back to it. Like, Elvira met Ariana Grande lately, and she said that she was rude. I'll be real. Are we surprised? She's a good singer. I'll give her that. She's a good singer. She's 100%. She's very talented. But she definitely seems like she'd be a bitch. Like Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey seems like she'd be a bitch, does she not? Like she's Mariah Carey. She probably has somebody brush her hair every day. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just like, do you really think that she wouldn't be a bitch? Of course she's gonna be a bitch. Especially the longer that she's been famous, the more bitchy she's gonna be because she knows she can get away with it. Like people act really shocked when like Kim Kardashian is a bitch, and I'm like, why are you shocked? Why are you shocked? She's literally paying people to stand around her and just say, "Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, yeah, that's a good idea." Like, no, if I have people around me, I want them to tell me if something's not a good idea. You know what I mean? But like, that's what kind of happens. And then I said the same thing also translates over to the live streaming world. Like, people will act a fool online, and then you'll see a lot of people that are cool with them 1 second, and then they're in another live and they're talking shit on them, and then they're back in there, and then they're back in there again, and they're back in there again, and then they're over here. Like there's a lot of, it's a lot of stuff. Like it's a lot of drama. Oh, thank you, Reba. I appreciate you. It's a lot of drama. It's a lot of like, I've always just tried to keep myself out of all that. Like just straight up. Like I don't want to get into like I said, if I give somebody, I give somebody. But like I don't want to get into like, well, I just sent you this, now you need to send it back to me. But it's like, wouldn't you clear it with people first? Like, hey, thank you, Reba, honey. Like, hey, I'm going to send this to you, but I need you to send it back. Like, wouldn't you do that beforehand instead of after? But people have done that. People have done that. Oh, yeah, people have done that. Yeah, so I said, but I don't know. So I said, the whole live stream thing, I just think it's interesting. The more I look at, like, but I guarantee you, if Ariana Grande went live, people would all come from it and they would just gift her. She doesn't need money. What does Ariana Grande need money for? Like, what does she need money for? She's fucking Ariana Grande. You'll go into, like, Jeffree Star's stream, and his shit's, like, just going off. Hope you have a good day. Aw, thank you, Reba. You have made it better. I appreciate you stopping by, honey. But, yeah, guys, Reba's wonderful. I said, I know a lot of people from Meet Me. Like, a lot of people I've kind of kept around from Meet Me, especially, like, a long time, which makes me really happy, too. And I said, Cass stopped by yesterday. Yo's been coming by again. I've been seeing her, but, you know. And she turned, see, I appreciate her for that. Honestly, I really do. I appreciate her for that. A lot of them won't do that. And it's like, I mean, that's what I'm saying is, if you need your $50 to eat, why are you going to send it to, say, like, Selena Gomez, who's, like, a millionaire? But people will do that just to get their name shouted out. And it's like, I get, like, the chat moves fast, blah, blah, blah. And I would honestly, like, if I got to the point where I was famous, I would take whatever I earn and just put it into, like, I would open, like, the charity thing. Like, I'd be like, okay, well, here, like, anything that comes in, like, because you can put it on your live stream, so it's a fundraiser for somebody, and then it goes directly to you. Like, or not to you, it goes directly to them, but it's through you. So it's a way that you can encourage, like, people to donate to, where it takes you, you're promoting it, but it's taking out the middleman, so that way you don't have to worry about making deposits and keeping receipts and all that shit. And I'm like, I would do that. I would do that in a heartbeat. Like, we're just gonna do all charity streams, guys. Yeah, I was gonna, it's like, yeah, I don't know. I said, I just think it's interesting. Hi, Mayor Cruz, what's going on? Is that, did I say that right? I probably fucked it up. I might have fucked it up. But, so yeah, she said Ariana Grande was a bitch. I wasn't surprised by that. I'm like, Elvira's actually, I'll tell you this much, she is still hot to this day. If you've never seen Elvira without the Elvira costume on, go Google her. She is a gilf. Like, she is a good looking woman. That she's like, Alexa, how old's Elvira? She's 74 years old and could still get it. Just saying, 74 years old. Thank you, Mary Chris. I appreciate it. Like I said, I absolutely love her. 74 years old. Still get it. Still get it. She was like 40 when she did Elvira. Like, bless her heart. Like, I'm 45. I'm certainly not wearing that dress anytime soon. Like, I've done her for Halloween like a few times, like just because I thought it was fun. But like, I can't imagine like that dress would not have worked if they had been real. It would not have worked at all. It wouldn't have. So I said I've done Jessica Rabbit a couple of times for Halloween. I've done like, I don't know. I just like like I said, I love Halloween. Halloween is like my favorite holiday. I would love if I could do those fundraising streams that were like real big during like every say weekend in Halloween, like leading up to Halloween. I would think that was amazing. So okay, let's see. Next was be nice if I could read shit that I wrote down, huh? Yeah, she actually said, quote unquote. Here we go. We'll do the little bunny ears around it. You know what? You are so beautiful. Oh, well, thank you, honey. I appreciate you. She said she was very offensive. I don't know what she said, but she said that she was very offensive. I bet she was. I bet she was. Um. Oh, they have a new thing, right? And I'm really mixed about this one. Okay. So, do you guys remember that thing, McCamey Manor? It was like a few years ago. It was the world's. I showed it on my live stream before. Like it was the world's most extreme haunted house. Right? They could touch you. Most haunted houses are no touch. Like they just it's not a thing that they really do anymore. But most of them were no touch. And then they like it's they're not allowed to actually like this was like literally borderline torture, and people were signing up to go do this. They were signing up to go and get tortured. There's a new one, right? And there's more. By the way, there's more in the news about McCamey Manor. So, with Halloween coming up, there's a new one happening, and it's called D17, right? I think that they're like I don't know. I haven't seen like I said, McCamey Manor was like really extreme. Like they're showing videos on their YouTube, people eating worms and da da da. This one they're showing like it doesn't look quite as intense. Like they had people, Navy SEALs coming to sign up to go walk through McCamey Manor, and you could win, da 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 da. And nobody ever won because they would waterboard you until you gave up. Like I could tell with that dude that something was really off with him because he was on like a power trip. Like he definitely had some control issues. Like I don't think he did this haunted house because it wasn't geared towards kids. I think he just straight up got his jollies rocked by like taking possession over other humans. Like there are some very, 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 and we're not talking a dominant thing. Dominant's one thing, like, but just I really think that's the whole reason he even did McCamey Manor was just because he wanted he wanted to just be the boss of somebody. And here he was like a greeter at Walmart. Like there was no $30,000 or like all this shit that's come out about him. Apparently he's getting ready to go to jail now for being a P3DO, which I'm also not surprised about because he definitely gave out that vibe. But that's neither here nor there. They have a new one, which I'm actually surprised that they're coming out with a new one already, right? It's called D17. I believe it's up in Pittsburgh. Alexa, where's the D17 haunted house at?
The haunted house is in Niagara Falls. On.
Oh. Okay. So this one, it's supposed to be 17 stories. So this one gives you like an endpoint, right? I don't know if there's a cash prize. I just seen it like I said, I was scrolling the other day and I seen it. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I'm surprised somebody's willing to do a full touch one again, just because like of this other thing that just happened, and then it ended up that like so there, but this one like they're showing where they're shaving people's heads. They're putting tarantulas on people's faces, like stuff like that, and I'm like. I would get worried, like, what they do is they put your head in a box. Like, it's like Fear Factor type shit. Like, dude, they put your head in a box, and you can't move your head out of it, and then they're putting, like, tarantulas, like, on your face and shit. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, sometimes I don't agree with PETA and what they do, and then other times I'm like, yeah, see, I knew you would like that. Big old leg going in your mouth, big old furry leg. Just get boyfriend. Damn it. Not a poor spider. That's not. The spider's like, the fuck did I do? Like, and I get it. Like I said, the extreme haunted houses. I've heard, honestly, I've heard that spiders are delicious. You're not the first person to say that. You're not the first, but today you are. Today you definitely are. Now I have a friend that's from China, and she said that she like she there's a certain type of spider that she eats that's like a bigger one. I've never seen her eat it, but she said she did, so I'm gonna take her word for it. I don't like that. There's certain bugs that like maybe you could think like people eat frog legs. Like, how do you eat a frog leg? Like that does not look appealing at all. I guess if you're hungry enough, you'll eat anything. But like, how do you look at a frog and go, you know what? I'm gonna cook that shit. I heard it tastes like chicken. But I guess every meat tastes like chicken, technically. I mean, like, I had alligator. It tasted like chewy chicken, like, but it wasn't still like an alligator. It wasn't still like an alligator. Like, it didn't look like it didn't have a face on it and shit. Like I said, for the most part, I don't eat a ton of fish. I've never tried sushi. I don't trust. If I went up to like New York or something, I would trust it. A sushi place in Delaware does not sound like a good time for like the next 3 days afterwards. Nope, does not sound like a good time at all. But so yeah, now let's see. There's a chick, and I said these people that get really, really big online, like their stuff. There's a guy whose name is Jack Doherty. He's a big like a live streamer and all that stuff. And he did a podcast recently where they pretty much said like what he's doing is taking over management of these girls on FO. Right? So he is putting together all their like he's pretty much he's I don't want to say the P word, but that's essentially kind of what it was. And so there's like one of the FO girls, right? Because I can't say the thing. She has a podcast. It's like a really big podcast. And she had his ex-girlfriend on there, and they had like this hour-long like chat about like all the really deep shit that he did. Like why are people surprised that people that are overly rich and overly everything, like, good morning guys, welcome through, that they're assholes? Why are we surprised by this? Like, why are we surprised by this? People can be assholes and be poor. Like, why are we surprised when people are rich and they're assholes? Like, you know, what? Oh, but they looked like they were such a nice person. Did they really? Did they really? Think it through again. Did they really? I mean, if anything, I would think that that would make them more inclined. That's big. That's big. But, they're not used to hearing people say no. So they're just, they're like, do what I want. That's cool. Hold on. Let me see real quick. Let me check my time. Yeah, guys, I gotta get ready and get off here. Like I said, it's gonna be a busy day again today. Yeah, and Diane Keaton passed away. Did you guys see that? Made me sad. I don't know. I liked her. Yeah, she passed away the other day, but I think she was to the point, like, when Hugh Hefner passed away, everybody was kind of like, oh, Hugh passed away. Like, I think she was that level of old where people were like, all right, any day now. They said that Sting's coming out with, he's doing a concert series. He wants to do like Ozzy did. They gave him 6 months to live. They put him in, Sting is in hospice, right? Which they only put people in if it's like they're predicted they're only going to be around for 6 months or less, right? And, so he's in it, and they're trying to plan this concert for him to do before he passes, because his biggest regret was never doing a final concert. And I'm like, y'all just started planning it now. That means you got at least, like, Ozzy, he was planning on doing it for a couple years leading up to it. He just had like a kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, you guys are working. I mean, and if you think about Ozzy's timing, that was pretty weird. If they had waited for like 3 more weeks with that timing, it wouldn't have happened. Like, that is some random ass shit. All right, guys, I'm going to go get my day started. I appreciate you guys. My day's already been started. I'm going to go finish up for the day. So I said, it's going to be maybe like a couple hours. Then I'll be back on 44K likes. I appreciate you, baby. I appreciate you. Like I said, everything helps. Believe me. Okay. Love your faces. I hope everybody has a good day. I hope you guys all go out and take over the world and be amazing. Because you know what? You fucking are.